Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Skye and today I'm doing an updated Shop My Stash. Now this rotation I didn't have that many products, so let's speed through this so we can get on into the picking because that was loud. Oh my goodness, that hurt me. So starting off with complexion products, I included the Kaleidos Charisma Contour Palette in Warm and Medium, and we've expanded the pan. I don't know where the pan was earlier, but it's definitely expanded and made thinner. Anytime that I've used bronzer in the past 2 weeks, it's been this one because I really love this. It's such a beautiful matte bronzer and I love this setting shade. I think I'm going to be keeping this in my rotation because I do want to keep expanding that pan. Now for blushes, I included two. The first one being the CoverFX blush duo in Warm Honey. It looks like this. This is a beautiful warm blush and I used this a few times this rotation. I'm not gonna lie, I was using the other one a lot more. Lip gloss, you really had to make this about you. But since I only used this a couple of times, I will be keeping this in the rotation because the palette that I was initially going to pair with it has finally arrived. It literally arrived yesterday. So I will be keeping that in the rotation. And the blush that I was using so much was the Nabla Skin Glazing blush in Truth. Y'all, this is my favorite glowy blush. It looks like this. I feel like every time I show it, the pan just keeps getting more and more fucky because I'm a monster when it comes to applying my blush, especially. I mean, with my makeup in general, I'm a bit aggressive. I don't know why, but with blush especially, I am very violent. Like, I just smack my brush in there. The song Smack Dat was not talking about smacking booties, it was talking about me applying my blush. But anyways, this was a fucking joy to use. I love this blush so much, but I need to put this away because I only use this blush and I need to give the other ones in my collection more love. But this, if you're contemplating getting something from the Nabla Skin Glazing line, this blush shade specifically, Truth, or any of the other blushes, just this formula is top tier. Now moving on to eyeshadow, the palette that I picked for this rotation is the Glam Light Cake palette. This was so much fun to use because this has essentially all the colours that I need, and since this rotation I was mostly focusing on my graphic liner looks, I did a shitload by the way. I just wanted to pick one palette because I was mainly going to be doing liner, I wasn't really going to focus on a palette, but I used this a lot of times and this was so much fun to use. I think I've said that about all of these. Shit. The Glam Light matte formula, their shimmers are fucking gorgeous too, but their matte formula, beautiful. If you're contemplating trying Glam Light, this palette especially is stunning. I really want to do a 3 looks 1 palette plus review with this one. Now I like to include a singles palette and this was my singles palette for this rotation. I did do a video called my top 15 sparkly shadows and here they are, -1. One of them is actually in a custom palette that I've made for a duping video, which should be going up on Sunday, I believe. But a lot of the time I use the Glam Light mattes and put these all over my lid and the inner corners. I especially love XO2 from Bremlovich. This was a beauty. What an underrated baby. I love her. Naturally, since these are my favorite eyeshadows in my collection, I use these a ton, and I will be creating a new singles palette to focus on. Probably not as large as this because I didn't use all of the shades in here, but I mainly just wanted to curate this just so it was like ready and for inspiration. I also included a loose pigment. This is the Pastel Roses Flaky Loose Pigment in Andromeda. This is a iridescent flaky pigment. I did a look where I've used the Glam Light palette all over my eyes with one Glam Shop shade on my lid and this on the inner corner. I'll put that look right here. I really loved using this. I will be putting it away for this rotation because I don't really want to use loose pigments, but that's my child. I love that shade. And for lips, I only included 2. I included a gloss and a bullet lipstick. The bullet lipstick is the Odin's Eye Velvet Lipstick in Light Peach. My favorite matte nude lipstick. Oh, I love this so much. Most of the time I was wearing this lipstick, and every time I wear it, I feel so beautiful. The lasting power is fantastic. Odin's Eye's lip products are very underrated. Like, everyone talks about their eyeshadow formula, and their eyeshadow formula is great. However, their lipsticks, like these bullet lipsticks, the velvet and the creams, love them. definitely my favorite product from Odin's Eye because I use them so much and they go with pretty much every look. And this gloss right here is one of my favorite glosses. This is the Kaleidos Lucid Lip Gloss in Dramatize, and we can kind of see actually that I'm getting down there. I think I have like less than half left. This is a beautiful strawberry colored sheer gloss. Why is strawberry so hard to say? And this has gold, pink, and purple sparkles in it. Oh, I love this color. Anytime I did a look that was very eye heavy, with a lot of my graphic liner looks, I use this gloss a lot. It's very comfortable. Love Kaleidos's gloss formula, and this shade especially has my heart. Also, I completely forgot to include the fact that I completely finished the Glossier Stretch Concealer that I included in this rotation. It's completely done now, finally. But yeah, I mean, look how satisfying that pan is. It's completely clean. I love to see it. So I didn't really include a lot of products in this rotation, but I had so much fun. I think paring things down even more, it made me even more inspired. And since I did do a lot of graphic liner looks, that also really inspired me. So this next rotation, I'm going to be focusing on products that are new to me and also some neutrals, because since I am in my first month of my new job, I do want to be a bit more approachable with my makeup. Anyways, let's get on in and shop my stash. Alright, as per usual, we're starting with the top drawer. Now usually I don't really pick my base products since I usually use the same things. However, I just got my lip bar order today and I ordered their, what's this called? Their Quick Conceal Caffeine Concealer, and I've never tried the lip bar, so I really want to try this out. I also got their pressed powder in Buttercup Baby. However, I want to wait until I've finished my current powder before I use this one. But for bronzer, like I mentioned in the beginning, I will be keeping my Kaleidos Charisma Contour Bronzer, because now that I'm seeing a decent sized pan, I just feel motivated to keep on using it. For blush, again, I'm going to be keeping my CoverFX Warm Honey Duo, and I think I'll just be using this blush for this rotation. I don't really want to pick out any others. I was tempted to pick out my Lethal blush palette, but I just want to stick with Warm Honey. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I am in like the beginning stages of my new job. So for highlighter, I mean, to be fair, I'm going to be wearing a mask. They're not going to be seeing my face. However, you can see a bit of my cheekbones when I'm wearing highlighter. So I really want to wear my Glossier Play Night Shine in, what's this one? Pale Pearl. I don't think this line is available at Glossier anymore. I'm not too sure, I haven't really checked. And this is my only cream highlighter in my collection, and I really like the lasting power on this, and since it's like a pale pearl shade, I think this would be really suitable for when I'm working. I think that's going to be everything for this drawer. Not picking out too many things. Now for eyeliners and highlights, again, I don't really think I'm going to be picking anything from this drawer. Actually, nah, I think I'll pick out a couple of liners. I'm thinking of picking out my orange one and my yellow one because I think these will suit the looks that I have planned, and plus these colours are pretty, like, work-appropriate colours to wear. These are my Linda Hallberg mood crayons in Happy Mood and Likeable Mood. Now for my lip drawer, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know if I want to pick out any lip products. I've kind of, all I really want to wear nowadays are my bullet lipsticks from Odin's Eye, because these are my, like, #1 in my collection, along with the other Odin's Eye lip products. But I don't really want to pull out my Odin's Eye bullet lipsticks yet again, because I've pulled them in for almost every single Shop My Stash rotation this time. Maybe actually I'll pull in my old reliable. This is the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fenty Glow. This is my second one of these. I completely finished a full size of this. And as we can see, I love the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. I own almost all of the shades. And this colour is very gorgeous, and I haven't worn this in a while, so I think I'll pull this one out. And I'm thinking maybe pulling in my Odin's Eye cream lip stains. These are their gloss formula. I have Little Jasmine and Water Lily. Little Jasmine is my all-time favourite gloss. I haven't used these in a hot minute, so I think I'll be pulling these in, and I think that's gonna be it for my lip section. There's not really any lip products that I, like, desperately want to focus on, so I'm just picking ones that I will use a lot and I'll like, and they'll probably go with most of the looks that I have planned. Now this drawer right here, I store my cake palette and my singles palettes, but I'm not going to show you because it's a mess like always. However, I wanted to show you the singles palette that I curated right here. These four in the center right here are from Enchanted Cosmetics, and they're very new to me and I haven't actually used them yet. I think I got them last week, but I wasn't really motivated to use these colors. But this color story is so fucking beautiful, and I think it'll work really beautifully with the palettes that I've picked out. Plus for work, these are very easy shimmers to put all over the lid, especially this shade Laser from Glam Shop. This is the perfect like one and done eyeshadow. Now we're moving into the palette drawer. I will definitely be picking this one out. This is the Glaminatrix U Beauty palette. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't know if my first impressions video is going up before or after this Shop My Stash, but either way, I have a video with this palette coming. And this color story is so inspiring to me, and I think it'll work very nicely with these singles too. Plus, I also want to do a 3 looks 1 palette plus review video with this palette, so I think I'm going to be focusing mostly on this palette this rotation. It's so beautiful. Like every time I look at it, I'm just like in awe. It's so gorgeous. Glaminatrix did send this palette to me in PR. And I have a couple of palettes that I want to reach for specifically for work. Even though I could use the U Beauty palette at work, like my job probably does allow colourful makeup. It's not like super strict on that sort of thing. You know, I could use Struth all over my lid and stitch up as a liner and one of these shimmers. But I wanted to reach for some neutral palettes as well, because I don't normally wear neutrals and I feel like work is the perfect excuse to wear neutral colours. Right now for me, it's a toss-up between the Odin's Eye Solmona palette. I actually wore this palette on my first day of the job and I got complimented on my makeup, so that was nice. So it's between that one and this one, the Kaleidos Sashimi City palette. Like these both are two of my favourite like neutral palettes in my collection. I really love this shimmers in Sashimi City, however the Odin's Eye Solmona one is a little bit more newer to me. I don't know which one to pick. You know what, I think I'm gonna actually bring both of these in the Shop My Stash. I'm not gonna put pressure on myself to like use both of these. Like if I end up reaching for one of them more than the other, since I will be using U Beauty along with my singles, I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself if I don't use these two that much, because these are mainly just for work. And those are gonna be all of my eyeshadow picks for this rotation, for this next couple of weeks. Let's clear out this drawer and put my Shop My Stash stuff in there. Oh, I forgot to mention in the intro that I also picked out this setting spray for the Shop My Stash. I used this a couple of times and it broke me out really fucking badly, so that's gonna be decluttered. I forgot to mention that because honestly it was just a mess. Even though I could stack these palettes up against the sides, I think laying them out like this is a bit better for me personally, because then I can actually see what I have a bit better and I don't have to like rifle through things. Right, I'm sitting on my floor to do this outro because I'm too lazy to turn on my camera light because I've got a headache. Excuse the mess, just pretend you do not see it. But that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do you let me know how your Shop My Stash is going? Are there any products that stand out to you? All of that good stuff. If you'd like to see more makeup content from me, then follow me on my Instagram. It's beautyybyskye right here. I post all of my looks there and I'm active on there every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to have you here. And as always, stay safe, wash your hands, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!